5, 6, 7, 8, and
yo.
Guys, wow. I just have to say, first off, I'm going to say this one thing. Yeah, my voice sounds like a gay guy got killed. And that is what happened last night. Guys, I had such a crazy gay adventure last night, and you'll find out all about the little dirty details.
Get ready. Literally get ready for the juice, the tea, the smoothie, the strawberry banana smoothie that is Zack's night last night.
I would say it's sort of an acai bowl because it's so juicy and thick that it's like a solid you do with a spoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like not even a juice. Okay?
Yeah. But there's like things on top too. Like you think it's just the bowl, and then you get a little granola, you get a little strawberry
like
slice.
Coconut flakes. Oh my God. What are we in Paris? Guys, there's also so much to tell you.
I'm sorry, is that your voice or the microphone? Or I
think that's my voice today.
I
was such a party girl last night.
You sound like Megan.
Thank you. Titanium. No, I was doing any powder that any guy gave me. I was doing whatever I could do.
Yeah.
I was kissing guys abound.
I think there's something about growing up where, okay, when you grow up, and we grew up with Dare, famously,
of course,
where we were like, drugs are bad, but they sound, when you put it like that, they do sound fun.
Drugs are bad, but I'll do it and I want to try it.
I'll do it and I want to try it. But when you grow, like, I don't know about you, but I didn't do a lot of drugs when I grew up. And then I hit my late 20s and I was like, I got to figure out what everything feels like before I turn 30. And I have 2 years to do it. So when anyone offers me a drug now, I go, okay.
Yeah, I'll try. I've actually noticed that change in you. Gabby used to be such a little prude. I mean, she'd get fucked up and fuck guys, but
I would like get really fucked up and fuck guys, but like on like one for Loco, which is, to be fair, meth. But I was not a drug girl. I was like, it's just not me.
You don't smoke weed. You're not a cool girl like that.
No, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You're a cool girl. Is that my mic?
No, it's you.
Is it me?
It's fully you.
Because you guys sound so clear.
Yeah.
And I sound like...
Because we didn't do any powder, every powder last night.
Any powder, every powder, baby powder.
I would say it was all baby powder. Let's get one thing completely clear.
Because you're baby.
Because I'm baby. I was baddie last night. Okay.
Zaddy
I was zaddy Zack. Guys, being gay is the ultimate hack. Okay?
It honestly is pretty DIY to be gay.
You can do anything you want. I love making out with a guy. And it's like you and another guy you're making out, and you're going like, I get it. This should be illegal. Like,
yeah. Like this is fully a sin.
Like it's sin, and there's something about being gay that is sketchy.
Yeah.
There's just like a sketchiness to it.
There is a sketch factor, and there's also like from the outside to see gay men in their element. I have to be jealous.
I get it.
It must be really hard to be gay, not in New York City, and I understand that, and I speak to that.
That's hard, and I feel for you.
I speak to that. but when I see gay in New York City, I go, there is no greater luxury in this life than to be a gay man in Brooklyn. You have to admit that your life is better than mine.
Like I think they would all say yes.
Yes.
They would all say yes. Go on Twitter. They're all talking about it.
They're talking about it.
It is such a luxury. When I was young, I used to be a sad gay kid. You know, I'd be like, please, God, like, take this away.
God.
I'm so happy God was like, listen, bitch.
Just wait.
You're going to get a onesie. It's going to be a Carhartt onesie. And every guy is going to want to eat you up.
Wait. Sorry. Hold on. Wait. What do you wore that onesie? How did people get to your junk?
Girl, where there's a will, there's a way.
Did you leave the bottom half unbuttoned?
No, my butt flap. I left my butt flap open. Yeah. Spoiler, there's a butt flap.
Does it go all the way around?
It goes all the way down and all the way up, baby.
But it snaps. Wait, it's also snaps, so I love the idea of a guy being like, pop, 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 pop.
It's like this. It's like that.
Close your body up.
This is my job. I'm at work right now.
Okay, really quickly, this is the podcast. If you don't know that by now, get out, move. Get out of town.
Get out of your head.
Get out of your head. You think too much.
You think too much. Start living your life out loud.
Get in the moment. This is the podcast. Get in the moment. This is the podcast. We've recorded this 7 days before you're listening to it. Get in the moment. This is the podcast. I'm Gabby Bryan. That is Zack Senior. He can't answer right now because he's trying to snap up his onesie and he can't. So just put your mic down and do it. And this is our pod. No, you want to? No.
Why?
It's too much. People won't listen to what we have to say because
this
your
is
body
an audio
is too.
medium and they can't even see my body.
No, but your body is too good. When we release clips, they're gonna get blocked.
Sex sells, though.
That's a good point.
I think that we should do a topless episode.
There's something really funny about you showing your full body and me in an all the way zipped up puffer right now.
A puffer, literally a parka. You look like Kenny. You know?
Hi, hear me now. Am Kenny. I'm Kenny. That's Zack Senior, and this is our podcast. This is the podcast. Before we jump in even further,
because I do want to still go into the gay thing.
There's a lot to be said, and we know that, and everyone out there can sense that. But before we even get to that, you have to rate, review, subscribe. You have to. And if you haven't done it yet, I'm mad at you.
I'm mad at you when I'm talking shit about you.
I'm talking shit about you by name. I figured out your name. I found out where you live, and I will be spreading that. Yeah. That being said, we have redone our studio. If you're watching the video on YouTube or on Patreon, we're going to do the last 10 minutes for Patreon.
Okay,
I just decided that right now.
Gabby's so cool.
Thank you for letting me know.
I just looked at Lizzie and decided that right now in this moment that we'll be doing the last 10 minutes for Patreon.
Where we really say things off the cuff.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I mean, so the YouTube video stops at 40 minutes.
We do an extra 10 minutes just for Patreon.
I think an extra 10 minutes makes so much sense. You were making it seem like the YouTubers wouldn't
stop.
The screen goes black.
Subscribe for the more.
Right.
We'll do
a paywall.
A paywall, because we need you on our Patreon. We're not fucking around anymore.
We're not kidding anymore. I also think that we need to let them know that there are evil forces at play.
Yeah, we have been attacked. We have been attacked by an enemy, and that enemy, you know her. She's in the zeitgeist. So just think about it.
And you also have to know that, and your enemy can wear many masks.
And sometimes those masks
suck. Okay,
are ugly. Okay. So we have an enemy, and just know that. But know that is, as Zack always said, Spike got us to the moon. So with the spite that we have used to fuel us, we have redone the studio. You're probably seeing that in our videos, in the extra 10 minutes that's on Patreon suddenly.
When people start seeing these clips, they are going to lose their mind. Guys, when you cross us, we were so ready to just do this podcast. No, now we're being famous.
Now we gotta be famous.
Yeah, like red carpet.
Because you don't want to be our enemy, because that will only fuel us to make us hotter, smarter, LOL, and more famous. Okay?
So I just want everyone to know that this entire episode, this new episode in our new studio, my best friend Gabby, love always wins. I just want everyone to know that when someone comes at you and you have your best friend at your side and love is just winning, it is amazing. It's electric.
Literally, what's up?
What's up? This episode is a love letter to all of our enemies. Okay.
Zack's skin is turning red. Just so you know.
No, I am a nice guy. Yeah. And I want that to be put on the record. I know my voice sounds like I'm sort of draconic right now, but I am a nice guy.
You love the word draconic.
I've been saying it nonstop. I don't know what it means.
When you say that, I picture dragons. I'm gonna be honest.
Like evil and severe is what I imagine. That
like
word.
Medieval.
Yeah, like draconic. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Dracarys.
Like draconic is like freaking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
But like in a stoic way, that's draconic.
Yeah, in a macabre way.
Yeah, it's like running down a long hallway with a candelabra, wailing. Okay?
Literally fucking wailing.
So yeah, I want everyone to then take this little the sauce that you're feeling from us right now.
Sauce.
Take a sip. Everyone who's your enemy, they're gonna get theirs.
They're going to get theirs. And this is your moment. If you have taken on a new enemy, which, by the way, I said in the last episode, 2023 is all about getting successful, being a CEO, and taking on some new enemies. And that is exactly what we have done. And if you have taken on the new enemy, you have listened to mommy, taken on a new enemy, let that only fuel you to be hotter, get acrylic nails.
Oh, my God. Do that.
Do that and start using the Mexican retinol that Zack's mom got Zack.
My mom, yeah, if you put tut much on, your skin flakes off. My mom warned me.
I told you that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We actually got a DM from a fan this week that said every time she puts on her retinol, she thinks of me saying, your face has to be bone dry. And that is true. And I'm happy you learned that from this podcast. This educational self-help podcast.
It is like a self-help, I guess, in the way. It's self-help in the way where we're like, embrace your anger. Hate those who cross you. Like,
lean in. If you're feeling anger, don't just let it go. Do not look at me right now. This is the one thing I've learned in this life. Do not forgive. Never let it go. Let that
never let it go.
Build and build, and you take that energy that you get from that grudge and you fuel it like a green energy, bitch. It's already inside of you. You don't have to pay that Con Edison bill. You let that fuel you to get better, hotter, richer, more famous, and get 3 circle lights in a basement in Brooklyn and start your podcast all over again.
Guys, it's so fucking hilarious when someone tries to take you down. Oh my God, I am on fire. I wish someone would. I wish.
I would love to see someone even try to take me down. Do you know what I mean? That is the power that Zack and I hold. And guess where it comes from? Love. Fuck.
That's because when you meet your twin flame, it's an inferno, baby. I want someone to come at Gabby. I want them.
Zack wants someone to come at me.
And I will literally...
And that's love.
Me and Gabby recently were in a Zoom, kind of having each other's back. You know what I mean? And I felt like we could take on like Nazi Germany and win.
Have you ever thought about the fact when you're on a Zoom meeting, and this is a completely different thought, but it comes from that experience we had when we were on a Zoom meeting. Have you ever had the thought when you're like killing it on a Zoom meeting for work and you're like let me talk to Putin in this way, you know what I mean? Like, let me get in the Zoom. I promise I could like fix it.
I won't make the situation worse.
No, like I'll make him smile. I'll at least make it the same situation, but now Putin likes me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's the very least. Like, at the most, I might solve the whole conflict, but at the very least, everything stays exactly the same, but Putin likes me.
But when he thinks of you, he smiles. Yeah.
But no, he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy, but I do want him to like me.
I want him to like me.
I want everybody to like me, unless you're a hater. And then, I'm sorry, guys. I'm still feeling it. The rage.
No, I get it. So, okay. So, other than that, this is the podcast. Zack, why don't you dive back into your gay
adventure
stories?
Okay. I would say I flew way too close to the sun last night. I went to what critics call a massive warehouse party full of every eligible bachelor that you can imagine.
Gay.
Everyone was gay. Everyone was shirtless. And it was almost like...
Shirtless?
It was a shirtless event.
You did not tell me that.
Oh, well, I thought that was implied.
Lizzie's jaw just dropped to the ground.
You literally buried the lead. You buried the lead. We've been here for 2 hours, and you have not once mentioned that this is shirtless.
We've been doing arts and crafts for 2 hours before this podcast, and I haven't mentioned that even a lick of the shirtlessness.
Wait, that actually conflicts with what you actually said, was that you had a onesie on all night. So that's the opposite of being shirtless.
No, I took it off, and then, but like, it like dangled, you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
So like, I ripped off the I'm wearing a Carhartt onesie. Everyone's addicted to it. I look like a big old baby on the prowl, and I ripped it open and I just let it drape. And everybody was into it. It was a flesh pile. I would call.
You know what I just pictured? Okay, you know in the third Twilight when Bella and Edward are getting married, but then Bella has a nightmare the night before, and it's all of her loved ones in a pile, a bloody pile, where she is going to get married.
That is a shot for shot what happened last night.
That's literally exactly. That hit me like a Vietnam flashback.
I think about the flowers in their wedding all the time.
Alice plans a perfect wedding. When I get married, I will be saying, you're going to have to watch Twilight 3. I want exactly that.
Alice knows how to plan a wedding. What can I say? So I was shirtless in what can only be described as an old place that probably used to have union workers working, but now has gay sluts.
Which is not the same thing.
As fast as they can.
Yeah.
I was just in this, there was a moment last night where I was standing there. And so everyone's dancing to music. I can't hear anything. I don't care.
What kind of music?
Like
Chromatica?
Bad, just like music that hurt. You know
I feel like gay, like when you see a lot of gay people, and not actually specifically gay. Say it.
I know you want to.
I know you want to. When you see a lot of like literal. No. When you see a lot of gay guys in one place, you know that like industrial music, like as if pipes are banging together. Like, you know, when you turn on your heat for the first time and you hear like clank, 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 clank.
And then there's a bunch of guys like dancing in their apartment.
That is the tune to which gay sex happens.
I would say that the DJ last night was, I would never
Like,
hire them.
No,
I would never hire
it's
them.
like the sound of some guy welding. Do you know what I mean?
My friend invited me to this party and I was hanging out with him and he's friends with the DJ, so don't at me. But he was like, he's really into like experimental stuff. And I was like, a DJ should not be experimenting with anything. Okay, we know the tracks. Maybe mix them up, but play the tracks.
Play the hits.
There was reverb in places where reverb never needed to be. Okay, but I was too busy licking abs to care.
Whoa!
So there was this moment, okay, where I was on drugs.
Which ones?
But like classy ones, like K. Okay. Like classy ones, like that horse tranquilizer.
Do you think the
Gay men are crazy with the horse tranquilizer. I don't even do K.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, it's
ketamine.
I thought it was bear tranquilizer.
I'm sure it works on bears.
I can't imagine that it would work on only horses and not bears. Do you know what I mean?
It does not work on humans in the way that it works on horses.
No. But horses and bears, I think, are closer than humans.
Unless horses, when you tranquilize them, are like getting all vibey.
They're like, okay.
Yeah. So, okay, it's this big place. Everybody's dancing. Flesh pile. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I am standing on this like slightly elevated platform.
Like a go-go dancer?
Like a go-go dancer. Well, there's all these platforms. So I'm like above and there's like a sea
I'm
of...
sorry. Is this Minecraft? Where were you last night?
No idea. I think I dreamt it. There's no way that what happened actually happened.
It's like an empty Nordstrom. Like, what do you mean there was different platforms everywhere?
It's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Imagine a black box theater. And then forget everything you know about black box theaters. Make it really big. Control Alt big. I don't know what the code is for that. Control Alt big. You make it huge, like black platforms everywhere, you know, a DJ and everything. I was standing on one slightly elevated from the sea of gay hunks.
Whoa.
And I was looking around. And I
like a ship in the like a pirate in the bird part. What's that called?
I know exactly
the
what you
crow's
mean.
nest.
The crow's nest, like a pirate in the crow's nest. Lizzie, cut this out. Just
kidding. It's staying in.
Keep it.
So and I was sitting there and I was looking around and I noticed that like 50 guys were looking at me. And this sounds douchey, but like I've never been in an environment like this. Everyone's trying to fuck, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And my friend went, they're looking at you. And I was like, what? And I danced. It was sick. It was electric. But the one thing is my brain kind of shut down at one point. You might say like all the drugs you were doing. But I would say that I've never been in an environment where every single person is a eligible fuck.
Oh.
So like everybody was hot.
Like you had options in a way you only, famously when you walk into a bar, you go, that's the only person I would fuck.
Yeah, like there's one, usually if there's two, I have to journal about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like something shit. There was a universal shift.
My brain was quite overwhelmed in the sense where every eye contact I made was like, I could have had sex with that guy. And like, it was like, it made me shut down because I was like,
that laugh.
It made me shut down because it was overwhelming for my brain. I wanted to leave my physical form and fuck as like an energy being. I wanted to be in 100 places at once.
Like Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Can you skip to the part where you have sex now?
So then there's
a lot of like pretext happening and just get to it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of pre-cum to this.
Wow.
It was good.
The hell, yeah.
It's good. I'm good. He was British. And that's all I got to say. No,
which is annoying because that is my thing, but I'll let it slide.
I was sort of copying you.
Wait. Oh, did you like this guy? Wait, hold on. No, this will make sense in a second. Do you like him? Do you like him?
I do. I thought he was nice.
You could
like
see
nice
yourself,
and shy.
For example, building a life with this person.
I would say maybe let's hold our horses.
Okay.
And give him some ketamine.
But hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. You'll understand what I want to say right now.
Our bodies are shutting down. I think Gabby's shutting down because I'm shutting down.
Zach had this idea, and by Zach I mean me and Zach talking one day. We came up with it together. Credit is where credit is due. It was both of us, and we said we want to move to London finally.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
I don't know, but you know, he's like a fully fledged man who's like British. He's gonna stay here, I think.
It's not about him.
That's so big. I never even thought of it like that. Fuck him. I don't care.
It's literally, it has almost nothing to do with him. The fact of the matter is, I have a British guy on deck.
On retainer.
On retainer in my storage unit
Quite
right
literally.
now. Tied the fuck up, baby.
You threw some crumpets in a bag of Lipton and you're like, I'll be back in 3 weeks.
Back in 3 weeks. You better be alive. And then you have this British guy. What we need is fucking green cards.
Gabby.
This was the whole thing. You see what I'm saying now?
His apartment.
What?
1 bedroom.
No.
Literally in 14th Street, Union Square.
No.
It was awesome. He had an amazing apartment. If you went in there, you would have been gobsmacked. Okay.
Wait. What did he do for a living?
I was actually, so it was like the end of the night. It was strictly 5 a.m. And I was like, and my phone died now, and we were making out. And then he was like, you just come back to my place. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be like annoying.
When you say that, you want to do what you're saying.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It's so that all that being said, I was in this crazy sex party, but then, or like, gay event, and I ended it with a nice, sweet man.
Oh my God.
He was quite sweet. We had a nice time together.
And I would say that's a real metaphor for who you are as a person, where you meet Zack and you go, this guy is all that and a bag of chips, baby. This is a confetti cannon. This is a t-shirt gun at an Adele concert. You know what I'm saying? This is a party. This is like a really fun guy. And then you get to the core of it and you spend years and years with this person, and I'm speaking from my experience.
Yeah.
And then you realize, farm to table, good classic traditional boy who wants love, a friendship, and a roof over his head. And that is the metaphor for you, where you went to this crazy party where you were the life of it. You were prom queen immediately.
No one remembers me, but in my book, I was like the biggest guy there.
You were it, and then you ended the
girl.
night in a beautiful apartment with a beautiful man.
He was quite gorgeous too. He's like that pretty face. He's like a manly pretty, not pretty, handsome pretty.
Which is completely different.
Which is a huge thing that guys are doing these days, which I am all about.
Let's do what are you serving?
First off, I want to compliment you and say what it's like to meet you.
Oh.
Okay, you meet Gabby and you're like, there's no way this girl knows who I am. Okay, this girl is on runways. This girl, she definitely vacations abroad. You know what I mean? Like, you scream that. So when you meet this girl, but you're also warm and friendly. Everything about you is like, oh, I'm intimidated. But the second you start talking to Gabby's like, what's your sign? I actually have this insecurity. What do you think about this? And let me help you redesign your basement. Gabby is so giving and has a giving heart.
Shut up.
You have a very giving heart.
No, I want you to stop.
No, your heart is warm.
But if you cross me,
yeah, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I'll literally go to prison.
That's also what I love about you is you are fucking nuts. If someone merely says something wrong, if a woman says something wrong to you, you will be like, fuck you. And if a guy does, you'll be like, you're still my best friend.
And that's only to you. Actually, someone recently told me that if someone crosses me, if it's a man, I make them feel so small, and if it's a girl, I make them want to kill themselves. And that was really a shocking thing to hear. But I don't think it's not true, because this is my reasoning. As a man, I will make you feel the smallest you will ever feel if you cross me. I will make you reconsider everything you've ever done, everything you've ever learned. Yeah. But as a woman, you're gonna be on my team. Well, like, I was here for you.
I was here. Yeah.
There's something about a woman crossing me even more. And maybe it's because I have mommy issues on blast. On blast do I have mommy issues. Where a man, I will just disregard them, make them feel like trash. But a woman, I'm like, you betrayed me.
I have to tear you down.
Yeah.
Down like a clown.
But I only have 2 enemies.
Oh, really? I have now 2.
Who's the first?
Brian. I'll say his name. I don't care. Fuck him.
Who's that?
From that guy, remember?
What?
He yelled at us. It's in
oh my God.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, I forgot about him. He's not fully my enemy. We had sex.
Well, you had sex and then he yelled at you.
Yeah, he yelled at both of us. But
let's change that narrative. He yelled at both of us, and we both were having sex.
yeah. But my no, he's not on my enemy list. I hate him, but he's not on my enemy list.
I guess you're right. Now I've grown.
Yeah, I don't
I've
even.
grown
Where is
and
he?
I've forgiven him. Okay.
He's a skateboarder. Like literally, who cares?
We're all right. Yeah.
Okay. What are you serving? Go.
Okay. Here I go. You wanted me to? I am serving you the rat that you had decimated earlier.
Oh my god! I drove over a rat and it popped.
It popped like the bones.
You both are keeping things from me for hours on end. You didn't lead with that when I walked in and say, "Hey, how are you?" Like,
we're internalizing it.
Okay. Oh my god.
We immediately wiped it from our memory because it was so traumatic. I drove over. There was a rat on the ground that I saw, and I said, and it had already been squashed.
It was dead.
It was dead. It had been squashed, and then we were like,
but it was like a corpse.
We were like, ew, that's so gross. And then I had to get back in the car and move it back a little bit. And I drove over it, and it popped. And I got out of the car, and Zach looked completely different. Do you know what I mean?
Because I was directing her, and it was like I did that because I was like back. I was like, I heard it. I heard everything.
I got out and I went, what happened? That's how haunted he looked.
It looked so funny. It kind of like fucked me up in the way where it's like, I'm a bag of bones. You know what I mean? Like
you thought about your own mortality.
It like put everything in context. I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah.
But I am serving you exploding rat, but in a good way. Like I'm becoming something new.
Like you have to die like and rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
No, I'm already dead, but then my corpse is desecrated by a Jeep Wrangler. I feel like.
Are you the rat in this life, or are you the Jeep?
I'm the rat. I'm the rat. I am serving you die 100 deaths and get reborn a gay guy. Okay.
And thank God. And you're like, oh, finally.
Thank God. I am serving you so ecstatic that I'm gay. I mentioned this earlier. I used to be I'm leaning forward because I'm so into what I'm saying.
No, I get that.
I used to hate being gay.
When for like literally 1 month.
Well, yeah, and it was a dark month. Okay.
I do want to repeat that Zack came out as gay, and it only made him more popular, and his family didn't care.
Well, yeah, but before I told everybody, it was still a tumultuous maelstrom of my emotions and guilt over nothing. Okay.
Yeah, but that's on you.
Every gay guy is just being annoying. No.
No. They've gone through it. You haven't.
But I did want to change.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, wow, thank God I'm gay.
Could you imagine looking like you as straight?
I think if I was straight,
You'd
everything
be
about
Me Too'd like so long ago.
Yeah, like before Me Too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me Too would have come earlier in the zeitgeist.
If I was straight, it would be called Me 3. You know what I mean? Like.
Like you have bodies on your hands, dead bodies.
And kids, I bet.
What?
I probably would have some kids. With my dumb brain.
I didn't hear that like that. And
neither did I.
Oh no.
Dead kids.
No, I meant
We're not
kids,
cutting it out.
I would have children because I'm a straight guy who would fuck girls, right?
Lizzie goes, we're not cutting that out.
We're not cutting that out. Oh my God. Everything stays.
No, like how straight guys fuck girls and have kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I would think I would do that. So I'm serving you dead rat corpse. I'm serving you a firework.
Oh.
Okay, because I shoot up into the sky. One.
Because it's like that's what you get, and you better enjoy it.
And it's spectacular.
And it's one of its kind. It
happens, and you're like.
and then there's somewhere in the world, Katy Perry sees that, and she's like. Baby, you're a firework. That inspired the best song of all time.
I am serving you the plastic bag. Okay?
You know the one.
We all know. Millennials know the plastic bag. I am serving you the plastic bag that inspired Katy Perry to be an artist. Okay.
She was a pop star up until that moment, and then she was an artist.
Yeah, that she became a artiste. You know what I mean? It was amazing. That song was amazing.
That song. I remember listening to that song for the first time and being like, oh. Okay.
Katie.
Life starts now.
And then I guess lastly, I'm serving you an edible lip gloss.
literally, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Because when I was in middle school, one time a girl dared me, and I ate an entire lip gloss because it was edible, and it tasted good, and I think about it sometimes.
You drank it?
It was like a cream, and she was like, "It's edible," and I was like, "I'll eat it," and she was like, "Do it," and I did it, and it was awesome.
I like how you came up with that idea. You're like, "I'll eat it."
No, I'll eat it.
Oh, it's edible? I'll eat it all.
I say this to you all the time. Makeup looks like it would taste good. I've always
thought
thought that.
Does.
Like lipstick looks like you should eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's what I'm serving you now.
I am serving you a dense, lush, beautiful forest, untouched by mankind. Somehow the corporations and big pharma have not gotten to it yet. But they will.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. They're coming.
Like there's blueprints.
There's blueprints. Like there's tractors kind of like around the perimeter, like rearing up.
Yeah.
But as for in this moment, that forest is untouched peace. You go in and there's like butterflies, like a bunch of different, like not even two of the same kind. And there's like a silence.
A sanctuary.
It's a sanctuary. And then the camera kind of zooms out, bird's eye view, and you realize that there's actually a protective glass bubble around it. And even if these tractors fucking tried to come for this fucking forest, they would just get blasted into a million little bits.
Gabby, Gabby, that is such a metaphor.
Do you see that?
What you're going through.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you see that? And you have to know that we don't write these things beforehand. That just came out of my brain without even thinking. I haven't thought a thought in like 3 days, I swear to God. I swear to God, sometimes my mind is so empty that I'm hearing what I'm saying while I'm saying it.
I get that. Yeah. It's called dissociating.
Yeah. I'm really good at that. So I'm serving you that. I'm serving you pink lacquered walls. Do you know what I mean? Where
yes.
like it looks like Barbie Dreamhouse.
Yes.
I'm serving you a real life Barbie Dreamhouse.
We'll make it happen.
Pink, purple, lime green, furry rugs, like hearts. Like the chosen pattern is like hearts.
And all your outfits are like mod.
Yeah.
Like Barbie mod.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
like very like A-line.
Pan Am-ish.
Pan Am. I'm wearing a pillbox hat. I'm serving you a pillbox hat. Who the fucking hell thought about making a hat like that? It's not. It makes no sense. It's not protective.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't even cover your whole head.
No, absolutely
It's
not.
hard to keep on.
You need clips.
But someone had a little extra fabric after making a little dress, and they said, "What if I turn this shit into a little hat?" And then that hat changed the world.
You know that the first little pillbox hat that was like revealed, you know what I mean? Like all these girlies were getting ready, and then one girl's like, "Guys,
what about
look at this?"
And then Donatella Versace burst into the room and said, "This will change the world."
This will change our fashion.
I don't even know her accent.
I don't know if that's even her name. I don't even know.
It's her name. It's her name.
I actually just watched this YouTube video that was about why women don't wear hats anymore.
Why?
It's just
Because we're not hiding from literal shit. Write that down.
Right.
Right.
We're done hiding.
We're done hiding. So who needs a hat when I want you to see my whole face and head? I want you to see my hole. I want you to see all my holes.
There's a lot of misdirects in this episode. I don't want you to see my face. I want you to see my hole. Your face is a hole. The hole to you.
Whoa.
I'm fucked up still.
Literally fuck. So yeah, that's what we're serving. Lizzie, what the hell do we have to talk about?
So we have the fun Hunger Games.
Oh my God.
Game to play. Are you ready?
Oh, we forgot to mention there's a live studio audience.
Let's hear it again.
Oh, hold it down.
Okay, it's done.
It's fun.
Guys.
What?
Guys, we have a demon hand and it is grabbing me right now. Okay.
Oh my God.
The devil would have a crush on me, literally.
The devil would have no problem having a crush on you. I think like the devil would have a crush on you, and then God would have a crush on me.
I think that's very obvious.
And we'd both be like, you guys are like famous or whatever, but we want to hang out.
Yeah, it would be so awkward, like, if we go on a double date and, like, we don't even talk to God or to the devil.
Yeah, and, like, you'd think, like, if you met them, you'd have a lot of questions, but we're just like, so what'd you do to you?
I just love the idea of me snug as a bug in a rug, cuddled up to my lover, and it's a huge 9-foot tall demon Satan. He has horns. He's red.
And mine's just, like, light. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm in bed with, like, a massive light, pulsating light. And I'm like...
I love you. Wait, no, we said we're going to my dad's this weekend.
No, we said we're going to dad. Well, tone it down because, like, people have to talk to you.
People have to talk to you. Okay, God. Oh
my God.
Oh my you.
Oh my God. You're annoying.
You're literally annoying. Get out of my head.
Okay, it's not my fault that you have a son that requires, like, a lot of attention, it feels like.
He's like,
I'm sorry,
old.
I don't have kids yet.
I'm not ready to be like a
Can
stepmom.
you even have a kid? Can you even have another kid? Because that's what I want. That's what I want.
You're being a stepmom to Jesus.
I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I think
make mommy some wine.
I think the devil would treat me like his little precious thing. You know what I mean? Like
a rose in a glass cage.
He would love me so sweetly and delicately. Like I would be sitting on the hell throne with him, and like all everyone's being tortured and chained.
And you have like a lollipop.
I have a lollipop, and then he like whispers into my ears like, "I'm sorry if this is like awkward, like annoying. I just have to do this." And I'm like, no, I like spending time with you.
That's
then,
the lollipop.
I could, yeah. And he's like, wow, I'm so happy I found you.
yeah, I get that. Okay, Lizzie, what are we doing?
Okay, we're playing Who Would Win the Hunger Games, and there's a couple of rounds that we're doing.
Oh my God.
So the first round of Who Would Win the Hunger Games is us. Between us.
Us three?
Us three. Who would win the Hunger Games?
Okay, we did a little bit of talking about this.
We talked about it a little bit, but let's tell the listeners.
I think that in any scenario that's a competition, I will get to second place.
Yeah.
I think that I am a manipulator. I gaslight, don't trust me.
Yeah, do not trust me. Like, no matter what, don't trust him.
Don't trust me. Like, I feel like I'll manipulate everyone. And the reason why I will never win is because once it's me and another person, that other person's going to go, ew, you've been lying. Like,
yeah. Oh my God.
And I'll reveal my true face. It's nine mouths. It's a horror.
It's a horrific sight. I'm convinced. Okay, so something about me in a setting like such as the Hunger Games, right? I think I come in with such brute force and no empathy for my competitors. Like I think I will act with such violence. Yeah. Like, as I always say, the greatest snipers in the army are women. That's true. That's a fact. That's a known fact.
It's Googleable.
I think no matter how close you are to me, other than Zack, I will try to kill you. And Lizzie, obviously, we're bearing the lead. But I will be so strong, so evil, so conniving, and so manipulative. But I will actually end up being third because I'm so physically strong but bodily weak. Yeah. And that I will be like, no one will. No. But hear me. Wait, hold on. I'm so mentally strong but muscular, but my body composition is so weak that no one will harm me. I will trip over a branch, break my foot, and die of exposure. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I'll go. And then I'll come in third. Zack will come in second, and then Lizzie, obviously, go ahead.
I will come in first, but I do think the way I get rid of Zack is I think because when Gabby goes down, I think it's going to completely
it will wreck me,
destroy you, and honestly, like I can see you just like throwing your body on her body and like also dying of exposure because you just can't like.
I'd eat those berries.
Yeah, you would eat the berries. You like couldn't handle it, and so I wouldn't have to really lift a finger. I just have to kind of wait.
That is a really good way.
Yeah.
I actually see a scene of Zack begging Lizzie to put him out of his misery. Do you know what I mean?
Don't.
And I can't. I can't. I mean, I can't.
You are one of those robot dogs.
She can't.
Yeah.
She's our producer. She can't just kill her talent.
I depend on you guys to live.
No, I think that I would, Gabby, I would die for you, and if you died, I would die, like figuratively. I want to win. I would not kill myself.
Yeah.
But I do think like it would go to my head. Like I'll be a strong competitor, and it'll be like down to the brass tacks.
Yeah.
And I'll lose my cool.
Yeah, you'll get distracted. Like you're not in the moment. You're not quite as sharp as you once were. And
I thought you were just gonna be like, you're not like very sharp.
So I'm I don't think like in this world, totally just in this world, you're like not smart. No, I think you just won't be as precise as you once were, and then you'll get picked off.
Yeah, because there are like other elements that could take you off. You know, if you're not paying attention,
That's
you know,
poison,
there's like
smoke.
poison, smoke, like bomb, like things will go. I just have to like let the
Sharks.
course take its course.
Let the course take its course. But I also think that I need other people, and like I think like I either to dominate or help me. You know what I mean? So
After Gabby dies, you won't see me. I'll make isolation what drives you insane, and then you'll step on a rock and it'll get infected, and you'll die.
Literally like the show Wild. I mean, what's it called?
Alone.
Yes.
Wild. That's
Wild's
fun.
the Reese Witherspoon movie where she like walks.
Okay, it's not that though.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It's actually both things I'm saying. It's a movie Wild with Reese Witherspoon.
Who does an amazing job.
Who does an amazing job in that movie.
Great actress.
She's a really great actress, and it seems like she's a good mom. Mm-hmm. And then it's the show Alone, where they take survivalists. One of my favorite shows.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They take survivalists. They drop them in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they have to survive, and a lot of them like go crazy because they're alone. Like they're thriving, they're full, they're like perfectly happy, they have their camp, but they have to tap out because they're going insane.
My friends were watching that show, and they said that there was like a really funny season. I don't know if you were saying this, where it was like there was a survival guy, and he just got like a bad environment. Like he couldn't find anything, but he was like an expert, and so he was just so distraught.
Yeah,
his fires kept going out, and then it kept raining.
It was Quebec Island,
and then a girl, it was like this yoga girl who's like, I like learned how to survive on YouTube.
Yeah. No, it was this mom. It was this one guy who's like an amazing survivalist. He was struggling so much that it keeps cutting back to him, and he's like, fuck. And he's like, can't catch like a
crying.
Squirrel. Like he's like, I don't even get it. Like you guys don't get it. Like I don't get it. And you like he is like losing
crying,
it.
Like losing his mind.
It's just crying. A montage of him like cursing, and then it cuts to this like legit mom who like her specialty is like she's an herbologist. Like
not a thing.
And she's like, it's crazy. Like I went down to the river and I caught 6 salmon.
I know there's like that thing where she's like, oh my God, look at this fish.
This is the biggest salmon I've ever seen.
She like gained weight.
Yeah, she literally gained weight. And then at one point she goes, I miss my kids, and left.
She's like, look, it's a cave. It's like perfect.
It's this is beautiful. And she goes, and then like bears are like chasing and attacking people. And there's like a family of bears next to her, and they don't bother her. And she's like, that's just so like
motherhood,
beautiful. And I miss my kids. I'll go home. So
that's us edition.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have other options. So which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do Who Will Win the Hunger Games X edition? Who will win the Hunger Games Celebrity edition? Or Who will win the Hunger Games Girl Jail edition?
I think
Girl Jail.
Girl Jail.
Okay,
can you remind us who's in Girl Jail?
It would be my pleasure.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. And shout out to Lizzie for being our rock.
Thank you.
And that's actually a plug for her Instagram, which is Lizzie the Rock Stewart.
It's true. That's my
I think
Instagram.
that Lizzie is the best thing that's ever happened to this podcast.
Stop.
I totally
Stands
agree.
that side.
and that's very generous of you to say to me about because that's a
totally
great sign.
Agree. And both were worth $375.
Okay, that's my price. And also we're at 45 minutes, just so you know.
Cool.
So girls in Girl Jail are Cara Delevingne. Sorry to bring her up first. Kate Beckinsale, Kristen Dunst, Camila Cabello.
That bitch, I hate her.
Literally fuck her.
Anna Kendrick, who has to wear a muzzle.
Camila Cabello is down like first minute. She's like,
wait, I'm not done.
Wait.
There's more girls in Girl. This is a full girl jail. So
I love Anna Kendrick has a punishment on top of
yeah,
going
she has to wear a muzzle.
She has to wear a muzzle.
Kate Middleton, of course. Rapunzel.
The mythical character.
Yeah, you guys put her in Girl Jail a couple of weeks ago. Don't forget. And Billie Eilish.
Wait. Okay, hear me out. Do we save this for the Patreon 10 minutes?
We can.
Of like who in Girl Jail
will
survive. I guess we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to, and we're gonna take this moment to say patreon.com/LaPodcastPodcast. It is so cheap. It's like $3 a month. And if you want that part of the episode, if you want to, talk about our magnus opus for putting our Girl Jail girls in a death-eating competition.
And the winner can leave.
The winner gets a full ride to Girl
U.
University.
And they like bus to there. Like they don't even get to go home.
No.
They don't get to shower.
No, they make one stop and it's at Staples, so they get some.
Well, no, they go to
some
Sephora.
School stuff. Oh.
They not Staples. They get to go to Sephora for
totally
20
right.
minutes.
20 minutes. As much as you could grab, bitch.
As much as you can grab.
And I suggest you go to Fenty first. Okay, so we're
and
saving.
It's rush hour. Like everyone's there.
Like there's a lot of moms and teenagers in there. Okay. So
we should end the episode naturally.
Yes.
Yes, I think you should. So we'll do that on Patreon. And now it's time for Surrogate of the Week then.
Zach, you have one.
Zach, you've been teasing us.
I had one and I think you guys are going to cry.
What?
It's me.
I'm a woman.
Girl. No, I was going to say that my surrogate, it might be a little hack, is Lizzie. I want to just take this moment
Oh my God.
to say that I appreciate everything you do. And I know we've been saying you're a rock, we love you, you're everything, but it really must be said again in a serious way. I love you and I appreciate it. And I'm so happy you're part of our team.
And if you could kind of popcorn that to me. Thank you, Lizzie.
Yes.
I will say this again, and I'll say it till I die. You were my first friend in comedy.
It's true. It's true. You're like my first girl friend who I didn't
They dated.
stress out about seeing.
We dated.
Sorry, we have real history.
We were the first. You were the first girl I looked at in stand-up comedy, and I said, "Can we be friends?"
Yeah, true.
And then to think that moment was so fated for the success we will achieve, the three of us together, it really makes me maybe even believe in God.
Yeah.
In that way.
If we get married, which we will, it'll have to be at Under St. Mark's where we met.
It'll have to be in that fucking
atrocious.
disgusting
That
pit
horrific
of hell.
black box dungeon.
I actually like it down there.
It's fun.
There's something about it that makes me think of that comedy as my childhood. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love you. This, out of all of the drama that we experienced with our enemy and our enemy's podcast network that tried to steal our soul, what we got out of that was you, and that made it all worth it.
It did.
And we put up this wallpaper to impress you.
I'm so impressed. The studio, everybody go look at it on YouTube and also social media at La Podcast. Looks amazing, and it's only going to keep getting more girly and more fancy.
It's gonna get, that is so true. It is only gonna get more girly.
Yeah.
And only more fancy.
Yeah, and I want everyone to sort of eat their words, eat their actions, look at us thriving
and
online.
eat their fucking feelings.
And I want everyone to know that me and Gabby aren't just thriving because we're awesome. We're thriving because we're backed up by our amazing friend who's so awesome, Lizzie Stewart.
Lizzie Stewart.
And I know you're engaged or whatever, but you're our surrogate. So tell your fiance.
He knows. He's
gonna have to get with the program.
Tell your fiance that he's raising my son.
The idea that we would have our baby would be like a boy is funny to me.
I think it would be amazing. I think we, the three, if I was carrying your child, I think it would be a boy, but a really good boy.
Yeah.
We would raise a good boy.
Yeah.
He grows up to be like a librarian.
Yeah. He's like a sensitive boy.
There's sweetness to him.
Washboard abs, but wears glasses.
Of course.
Fuck.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's our boy.
That's our boy.
We are giving them eating disorders.
That
little boy is going to have female athletic triad.
Yeah. He's going to have male anorexia for sure. I can't wait for all of us ultimately to succeed and to all move to the same town in upstate New York and I'll get there. We move to the same town, we raise our kids, but we're also tri-coastal, which means we're upstate in Manhattan and in London, England.
Of course.
And that's going to be tri-coastal.
It does create a triangle when you sort of look at it on a map.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Aww.
And I think it can happen. So I can't wait for you to carry our child, our metaphoric child.
Thank you.
So you are this is really the child, and you are carrying it, and it's actually all kind of makes sense, in the canon.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Mommy, no,
and give me wings.
I couldn't be complimenting you more this episode, and I just want you to know, complimenting my friends and the people I love is an endless resource. It is
green energy.
It never dries up.
Love is green energy.
Love is green energy. Love is unlimited. Love is all. I know. Love is gay. Okay? I'm acting gay right now.
Love.
Because I want all my friends. And if you're one of my friends and you're listening to this and you're like, I don't know if Zach likes me. I don't know.
If you're one of my friends and you don't know if Zach likes me.
I just want you to know my heart is open to all except for if you cross me. Gabby, I love you.
Hi.
I many times during this episode, this last 45 minutes, even 50, I dissociate in a good way where I'm like, where are we?
There's something about this wallpaper, and I know we've said the word wallpaper. I think maybe the episode title, the episode title should be this wallpaper, because it is just so visually transportive.
I feel like I'm in a different place right now.
I feel like I'm in a Gucci store.
I'm in a Gucci store. It does look like one of those stores it's sort of a pop-up.
Yeah, it's sort of a pop-up, and it's like for Instagram. You don't even buy anything, but you could take pictures in every corner.
I love that you allow me to lean on you, and you can always lean on me.
Wow.
I love you.
I love you to death.
Yeah, and it's like this last few weeks of us being like, it just made me challenged together, and it's like, oh my God, when you have your twin flame next to you, it's an inferno.
Impenetrable.
No one can beat this, because I would rather be wrong with you than right in this goddamn world. Okay.
Goddamn world. And I want to say that I'm so happy you're having such large amounts of group sex.
Thank you.
I think that's something. I feel an equal amount of appreciation for what you just said to what I'm about to say, is that you deserve this.
Thanks.
You deserve to be in a warehouse getting fucked from all angles. That's something you cocked down, dead. Cocked and loaded. You deserve to be fucked to death. And then I give your eulogy and I say he deserved this. You do. And Lizzie, finally, I mean, we couldn't compliment you more, but
yeah, I feel like I'm already flying. You've already given me wings.
And you were born with wings. So we're just actually putting we're putting hair extensions on your wings.
Oh my God.
And the feathers are like really long and crimped.
You have like stripper wings.
I have Victoria's Secret wings.
You have Ariana Grande wings.
Yes.
And to all of our listeners, guys, we love you. I love how you are reacting to our background, because I know you love it.
I know you're like, fuck, I cannot stop watching this.
I know, because it's all about aesthetics, girlies.
It's
not about what's happening on the inside. It's about what you look like.
That is so fucking true. That is such a truth, where life is all about aesthetics. If you make your space comfy, if you make your vibe right, your inside will follow suit. Your brain will go, this looks so good in here. I'm feeling amazing suddenly. I look at this pattern. I look at this hot pink lamp and I say, I like that, and it makes me feel good.
Catch that. Go far, go long.
Shut up.
All right, girlies, I love you.
I love you. Rate, review, subscribe. Literally leave a review and we'll post it on our Instagram. And if you tell us it was you, we'll tag you.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.